was named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive, as you saw yesterday, and we had a chance to talk to Hugh Jackman about so many things. The song he thinks most expresses the spirit of his homeland, Australia, and also the fact that as a child growing up, his mother left when he was just 8 years old. It's something that connects him to a magical little boy who is in his brand new movie called Australia.
We started every location with a ceremony from the locals. So we were all the time very welcomed, and without the welcome and hospitality of the Aboriginal people, we wouldn't have been able to shoot there. The young boy, Brandon Walters, who plays Nulla, who's just extraordinary in the film.
You're a man, Grover.
That's right, to be.
Sometimes men gotta get away from women.
He's magical on screen. He has a quality. It's almost beyond acting. He's never acted before in his life, by the way, but he has, the moment he's on screen, your heart just melts.
In the movie, a tender story of separation. When Hugh was young, his mother walked out on his dad and the family. You talked about remembering to the detail, to the emotional detail, the day she left.
It was like a normal day. She was saying goodbye, and yet I can remember it in detail. So I'm sure on some level we picked things up, and somehow it got stored there in my mind because I could probably feel something. And so, you know, that wasn't an easy time for anyone.
And your father really stepped in and took over.
My dad's an amazing man. I was the youngest of 5 children. So I was 8, the oldest was I think 15, Zoe was 15. So 5 kids between 8 and 15, and my dad was a full-time, he was a partner at Price Waterhouse. So he was a full-time worker. And for a decade there, let's just say it was Herculean. And my father is definitely one of the rocks of my life.
Everywhere, favorite heroes, like his favorite song. Will you do the first line for me?
Sure. The late George Walno worked on High Street,
lived on Manners. 52 years he sat on his veranda and made his saddles.
And whenever I hear it, it touches me to the core because it reminds me of everything I kind of love about Australia. That it's a complicated past, and yet it's honest.
And if you had questions about sheep or flowers or dogs, you just ask the saddler. He lived without sin. They're building a library for him.